Hi, it's Coven here, founder of Kid Coach app. And today I wanted to show you how any picture can be used with our children to have a brilliant conversation, which develops some amazing skills. So I'm showing you this iconic picture as an example, lunch atop a skyscraper. 11 construction workers in early 1900s in New York having their lunch atop a girder. So this is pretty iconic and there's an awful lot you can talk about. A really good way to start is just to ask your child, what is going on? What do you see? What are you thinking? What does it make you wonder? Probably they'll talk about there's some men, they're sitting, they're having lunch, they're high up. And so just to expand quickly on communication skills, we can ask, when and where do you think this is? How can you tell? If you were there, what would you hear? What would you smell? Right? Really invoking the sense, all of our senses, not just our sight. And then perhaps get them to be a bit creative, right? So what's happening above the picture or below the picture or to the left or to the right? So are there lots of other girders with lots of other men over on the left-hand side? What's going on above? Is there some sort of safety harness that we can't see? What's going on below? Is there a big safety net? Or is it just lots of empty space? You know, what's going on around this picture? And on that creative theme, what colors might you see? You know, this is a black and white photo, but if we had it in color, what kinds of colors would you see? And maybe you can even hone in on different men and say, what would he be wearing? What would he be wearing? What would their colors of their clothing be? And they seem to be eating lunch, right? So what are they eating for lunch? I don't think we can quite tell in the picture, but we can be creative about it, right? What are you eating? What are they eating? And any picture with people in is great because we can build empathy in our children as well, right? Simply asking, what are they feeling? What are they feeling? What do we think they are feeling? Are they happy? Are they sad? Are they hungry? Are they tired? And what about the differences? You know, there are 11 men here. I'm sure they'll be feeling differently. So can we pinpoint how some men are feeling versus the others? You know, the chap on the right-hand side, for instance, he, I think, is the only one who's looking at the camera in a sort of frowning, quizzical expression. And he's also holding a bottle of, an empty bottle of whiskey, it looks like, in his left hand. So are his emotions different to others? What about the two over on the left-hand side sharing a cigarette, which was quite common in those days? How are they feeling? Are they perhaps happy because of the buddyship and camaraderie they have? So how are they feeling? And you know, do they want to be there? Do they have to be there? Or do they want to be there? Is this a job they must do? It sort of pays well because it's hazardous, or do they actually really enjoy being free and up there in the heights of New York? And then a more philosophical angle, right? Of is it safe? Is it right for them to be up there seemingly without any safety harnesses? Um, or was this okay in the time, you know, 100 odd years ago? This is just accepted. Was it okay then? Would it happen nowadays? Would it be okay? You know, are there things we do nowadays that are okay, but actually in 100 years, people will look back and slightly frown upon? So hopefully you see how one simple, iconic picture can yield so much skill building in our children if we have certain categories in mind, right? Building on communication by getting them to tell us what they see, getting them to be creative by helping them imagine what's going on around or imagining some sights and smells and sounds. Empathy, particularly if there's people in the picture, how are they feeling and how can you attune yourself to that? Philosophy or debating, is it right what we're seeing? Is it okay? Is it fair? Would it happen nowadays? And so much more. And see where your child leads you, right? Based on what they say to you, you can always come up with questions on the spot to push their thinking more. Well, one great little framework is, you know, what do you see? What does it make you think? And what do you wonder? You know, particularly that wonderment. If we can get them to that, what do you wonder? As we've talked around this picture, now what are you wondering? What are you wondering? And inevitably, your child will ask a question, which is great because we want our children asking questions, not just us asking questions. Children are incredibly curious and amazing question generators when given the time and space and guidance to do so. So Show this to your child, perhaps this picture or any others that you have around the house or you want to print off quickly from Google. Have a chat with them about it. See if you can build various skills like communication, creativity, empathy, philosophy, and anything else that might be appropriate for that picture. And ask them, what do you see? What are you thinking? And what are you wondering as you look at this picture? Hope that helps. Enjoy your conversation today. My name's Kevin, founder of Kid Coach app, dad of 2 kids, and I hope you have a great conversation with your child today.